Hi guys, welcome to the House of Ginger. Hopefully you're getting ready to celebrate New Year's, hopping into 2026. We're on bloom with the rosacea day. Good days, good days. Life as we know it is interesting, fast, and getting furious as our years keep rolling along. So if you think you've got a life struggle, I recommend you read the book by Kristen Hanna called The Women. Kristen Hanna, two first names, logistically. It's Kristen with an I, and it's called The Women. It is about the Vietnam War, so if that's triggering, heads up. But it is about the female experience in said situation, and it is interesting. It is impactful for women's experiences and how we can deal with we don't deal with things in the book. We don't deal, we deal, we then deal later down the road. Not necessarily a spoiler. This is how books do work. But logistically speaking, it was interesting. It was definitely a page turner. However, I audibled it because #audible, not sponsored. I do drive to work, long commute, good times. So therefore, things to listen to. It is definitely a thing to listen to. And I don't know who read it, sorry, but she was a good reader for the book. And it was a good concept of having your good girlfriends. We all need a good girlfriend. Oh, sorry, I did not expect that moment. I have one. No, I take that back. I apologize. I have two. I have two good girlfriends, and very different ages. One's close to my age. One the Lord blessed me with, who's much older, but that's okay. I don't care. Just hoping this car doesn't bump me. There we go. So therefore, I'm sure one or two more would be delightfully adequate, but you need at least one, potentially two can't hurt, and that's life. Because how else are you going to do life? I am blessed with a wonderful husband, but again, sometimes we go through phases where we don't have that person. So I recommend this book, Kristen Hanna, The Women. So much reflectivity. And give it a go. I'm a little dewy now. But long story short, it was a good one. It does cover war. It does talk about things. I wasn't in Vietnam War, obviously. But I did experience some circumstances with the Iraq situations that we went through, vis-a-vis a partner at the time. And that is rough. And there is some PTSD. So I can totally understand some on this end of what the family experience is like. Not necessarily the main character's family. They take a turn on that one, and a different level of experience for different people. So I recommend it. Listen, read, either way you want to roll with it. Again, not sponsored by Audible, but it was a good listen for overall, and there's not like sound effects, so you're not going to freak out or such, so don't worry about that. But yeah, The Women by Kristen Hanna covers the time over there with the Vietnam War and how the women were treated when they came back, and how the men were treated when they came back, and then the healing that takes place over time. And unfortunately, sometimes time isn't on our side. And so going into the new year, possibly a new you, what have you, I recommend this book. Give it a read. Know that you're not alone in struggling, and in this particular case, there is another side. So there's always another side to come out on the other end. So give it a good read and have a good time with it. Don't let it stress you out, because it is just a book after all. And yeah, there was a few moments where it was a bit intense, so I had to put it down, but that's okay. But nonetheless, enjoy the read. Thank you, Chris and Hannah, for pulling that out, because it did take her a while to get to it, but granted, heavy subject, so not an easy picture. And she did utilize some real people who had some real experiences with this, so that does help, I think, too. Thanks again for coming to the House of Ginger, our Rosacea Blooming Day, and hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.